Well, here we are. Here we are. I'm with the main man,
Are we here again? Are we, David? Go on.
Magic Moss, my
go on.
pa. Love you, Dad.
I love you, son.
And I know you haven't seen him for a little while,
What do
so
you mean?
people
I'll
often
go
hear
on.
you on there,
I'll go
but
on
they've
then.
not seen you live on there, have they, for ages?
Is that right? Go on then.
And I've come to get his check on him and check on Mom as well, and going to get your Chelsea prediction.
Yeah.
But Dad, no one's heard from you about the sacking of Bruno Lodge. We're going to talk about also what you want from the next Wolves manager, because Jeff Shee needs to listen to this man, Magic Moss, don't you?
Well, I'll remember the good old days.
You've been there and done it, Dad. You've seen.
Go
Who's
on,
the great? What managers have you seen?
Stan Cullis.
Stan Cullis.
Yeah.
You all the and the great Wolves size of the 50s.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He's got all the back experience. So we're going to talk. So we're going to come on to.
I wish I had now. Go on.
We're going to come on to what you want from the new manager and what you think Wolves fans need. But Dad, first of all, everyone wants to hear what you think. Come on, lean forward and tell them what you think about the sacking of Bruno Lage. Right or wrong decision?
Well, it's the right decision. I wasn't very pleased with him being sacked, but he had a bit of bad luck, David, with all the injuries. And I can't understand why he put Neves at the back and all that sort of thing. But we couldn't score goals. And
It's been a big issue all the way through, hasn't it?
I thought he'd get it right, but he happened. He just had some bad luck, really, with the players and injury and all that sort of thing. But you make your own luck in this life, and you know. He's gone now, so let's hope we got.
Do you know what I think, Dad?
Well,
I think Bruno Lodge. We are going to come on. There's loads of people saying hello, which is lovely, isn't it? There's Katie.
Hello, Katie. Go on.
Yeah, I think he came in with a mandate to score.
Yeah,
lots
he did,
of goals.
David. Yeah, that's right.
We did play to start with some attacking football up until about January.
That's right. Yeah,
and then he ripped shreds Hoover.
Yeah.
Come to all went downhill last year. Yeah. Okay, hadn't had the new players.
Yeah.
And then he bombed out Connor Cody.
Yeah, I don't believe in that either.
Ripped the heart of the
because he used to keep them together. I can't understand why he sent off. What's his name? That chap who paid 35 million for.
You mean Fabio Silvers?
Yeah, I can't understand why he sent him out there for.
I
could have called him back, but sent him out just
and not having a recall.
Whose idea was that? What's his idea?
And having not having a recall option.
Yeah, not having a recall. Whose idea was that? Was that the manager's idea or coach, whatever they call him? But we've got to have a bit more passion and fight. We ain't had it the last 6 months. We were doing well last year. I thought we were going to be in the top 4, but it happened. But we'll get there. We've got to get a new manager in. We've got a bit of fighting, we. I can't say no more.
No, we need to hear it, Dad.
Well, we want.
What are the qualities? We're going to talk about the next manager hunt and the.
What if he's anything? I mean, what's his name? Bruno Lage said we're going to be attacking football, all attacking, and it didn't happen. But he had some bad luck with the players, really.
But Dad, what do you say? What do you say to me, David? In this life, you.
Oh yeah, well, you make your own luck.
You make your own luck. That's what you've always taught me.
Yeah.
So, listen, Bruno Lodge is gone. Yeah. I think it's the right decision. I mean, playing Neves in the middle of a back three after he sent Cody out on things.
I couldn't understand that.
Crazy.
Whose idea was that?
Well, it was obviously the man in his head. It was a goddamn genius idea.
Yeah.
But Neves is a world-class midfielder. You take him out of the midfield, you lose something. There's 2 defenders on the bench, Yerson and Totti, Yerson Mascara and Totti Gomez. What must they be thinking? Yeah. They're probably thinking, thank goodness now we might get a chance. Maybe we'll get the best out of Traore. Because Traore wasn't starting it.
No, I can't understand how we're playing all the season.
And what about that cross he got in and Costa got on the end of it with his head?
Yeah. What did he do? Put him wide?
He did, but we saw a cross into the box and a header.
So tall, He should have been on every match myself because he's a good player. But
here I said, give it to Dave till the end of the season. That's funny. Loads of people here going Magic Moss, Magic. Barry from Cornwall. He says you're so right, Dad. Hey, Magic Moss for Wolves manager. What would you go for it, Dad?
Very good Wolves manager.
Well, that's Mark Johnson has come straight out and said Magic Moss for Wolves manager. Bit of passion, Dad.
Yeah, well, a bit of.
If you were to get into that dressing room and tell them now, what would you say?
They're going to have a bit of fight.
No, you're telling them you're going in there, the dressing room, the players.
Get some bottle in here.
The players are all there.
Yeah, get some bottle in and start fighting, and you get it right.
You know what I'll be saying? Neto, you're a left-sided forward. What? You're playing on the left-hand side.
Right, yeah.
You know, Costa, I want you in the middle.
That's right.
I don't want you tracking back. Stay in the middle.
Yes,
we're going to get the balls
Why
into
do
you.
we always keep pushing it back?
Adama
again?
Traore, do what you do best. Get to the tie line. Get the ball in the box.
You ought to be manager.
I tell you what, defenders, hold your line. Look to pass the ball out.
David,
play it through the middle. Midfielders playing in the midfield.
I was a bit younger. I would say the same thing what you're saying, but I can't remember everything nowadays. But I ain't too bad. But we got to have a bit more bottling. It's a shame that it's happened, but we've got to get a new manager in.
And so, what are the key ingredients that we want? We want someone who's got compassion.
That's right, David.
Because Bruno Lage, nice bloke as he was a bit beige.
He was, David. Yeah.
Howdy-doody, how's it going?
Yeah.
So you want someone with a bit of fight on the touchline, get into the player. Yeah. You want someone that's got experience.
Yes, right.
Not
David.
someone that's like you want someone that's done it and managed some teams and had a bit of success.
Well, we thought he
managed Benfica, but that was about it.
He wasn't a manager, was he? He was under manager, was he?
He was a coach for Benfica. He did all right for a period, but he hadn't really had a lot of experience.
He did well at the beginning, but he just
we want look, M for motivation. MM stands for Magic Moss, not Mick McCarthy.
Mick McCarthy,
yeah. And so you want someone that's got a bit of passion, organisational, will play the players where their strengths are.
Yes, David.
And a man manager, someone that can actually, if a player needs a kick up the backside, he gives him a kick up the backside. If a player needs an arm round the shoulder, he gives him an arm round the shoulder. He needs to know how to manage individual players to get the best out of them and make them feel part of the team.
David, you ought to be manager.
I don't know about that. He needs to make him feel get that wolf pack mentality.
That's right, David. That's right. I agree with you.
He'd lost. I think Bruno Lage. We wanted him to be a success, but the decisions that he's made over a period of time with the stuff has taken a bit of the soul out of the team. We need to get that back.
He's a bit slow putting on, reserves on as well and all that sort of thing. He's just a bit he just wasn't good enough. I thought he might make it, but he just wasn't good enough. I'm disappointed for him, really. But
we're all disappointed because we want him to be a success.
That's life, and he wanted to face on the way we was going at the end of the last season. We'd have gone right down to the next second division or whatever it called.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
No, of course it ain't going to happen, Dave. We've got to have a bit more bottle. I want a good manager who bloody knows what he's doing.
Swearing.
Not like putting Neves at the back, breaking ball or whatever it was. He should have been up the front there. He could score goals as well. But anyway,
Mark Davis has got it right. Yes, we want someone who can connect with the fans as well.
That's right, connect with the fans.
Absolutely bang on there, Mark.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because not only being able to individually manage the individual players and know what they need to help them, whether it's just a kick up the backside, whether it's an arm round the shoulder, to understand how to get the best individually out of each player and then knit them together as a team and play them in positions that gets the best for the team. A good manager gets more than its parts. And we have got parts, individuals. We've got some talented players.
We've got some players, but they've got to put it together.
You need a manager that's going to take all those parts, put them together, who are a very strong quality team, and then get better, get more out of each one.
We ain't got to keep kicking back. We got to get forward. Like we're going to score a goal. That's what Bruno said we was going to do when he come in. But it didn't happen, did it?
I'll tell you what, if it don't work out for the next guy, we're going to send you in, Dad.
I'll bloody sort
We're going to send him in.
I'll sort him out, don't worry.
And give some passion.
A bit of passion, a bit of bottle.
Get a bottle like you used to, Dad. You were a boxer when you were younger in the army. And you had that bottle to win that little trophy.
Yeah.
And everything.
I used to love my boxing. And the army, really. Good mates in the army.
Exactly. And so basically, as Mark said, needs to connect with the fans.
Yeah.
We need a bit of passion from him. We need to see that he understands the history of the club.
Yeah.
Get to know the players, bring the best out of them individually and as a team. Have a system that plays to our strengths.
Yeah.
That gets the best out of players. For example, not always playing Neto as an inverted winger on the right when he's better at the left and his form's dipped. There's going to be a lot of players with the new manager that come in, and they're going to be in some ways going to be glad because they get a fresh, clean slate, fresh start.
Yeah,
and
that's a good thing in a way.
And he's going to come in and hopefully get the best out of them as well. So look, the favourite at the moment, we did do a little bit of thing, is this man. This is, do you know who that is, Dad?
No.
That's the current Sevilla manager, Julen Lopetegui.
Is he Portuguese or what?
I think he might be Spanish, actually.
Spanish,
but he's it might be a Spanish. Let me just check this for you. I will check this out for you right now. He is Spanish.
Oh, he's Spanish. Oh,
yeah, and he's managed Real Madrid.
Well, he would have
for a bit. He's managed the Spain national team.
Okay,
and he's
how come we're going to get? Who said we're going to have him?
Hold on, he's the fact. Well, I'll tell you the backstory on that, Dad. Julen Lopetegui. We'll take him off screen. You know when Fosun first came in and bought Wolves?
Yeah.
He was going to be the first Wolves manager.
Oh yeah.
And then, right at the last minute, Spain national team offered him the Spain job, and he went to Spain 5 years ago.
Okay.
So, is he in the? He's
sounds promising, David. Let's hope they do have him.
He beat when Wolves went in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. They got knocked out to Sevilla.
Yeah.
He was the manager of Sevilla. And they went on and won the Europa League.
Well,
and then last year he took them to third in La Liga. They're in the Champions League. And tonight he's taking charge, rumoured for the 170th time and last time in the Champions League. And then he hasn't had a very good start this year in the
have they talked to him
Spanish League. Well, apparently there's an offer gone in.
Has an offer gone in for him? Oh, well.
Apparently, according to Sky Sports, and he's now
he won't be at Chelsea, will he? No.
We might be watching. He might be watching.
Oh, well.
So,
how many? Oh, go on, carry
so
on.
he's the favourite, but then you've also got the likes of Ruben Amorim, who's Portuguese, current manager of Sporting Lisbon. And then
they all sound good, don't they? But am they good?
Well, that's the question, Dad. Am they good? But Lopetegui is known very much to Fosun. He was virtually certain to be the first Wolves manager back when they first took over. It could be that 5 years later on, he could be the new manager. He is definitely now the front runner. They reckon he'll be taking his charge of Sevilla for the last time tonight before they make
I'm sorry to hear where Wolves are at the moment. It's really upsetting.
You're sorry to hear about it?
Yeah, I'm really upsetting, really.
Well, it's only 8 games in, Dad. Win a couple of games and we're in mid-table.
That's right. That's what we've got to do. We've got a good manager. We've got to get the bloody blokes with some bottle and stop kicking him back into the wall.
Lopetegui will also get a better caliber of player because he's a winner. He's won cups. He gave Neves his debut at Porto as well. So Neves knows him very, very well. Ivan says,
I'm glad we can keep hold of Neves as well. And
well, Neves has got to hear about how much you need him to stay. So if he gets to hear that, I think he probably will stay.
And Bonanza.
And Bonanza. Well, Bonanza, yeah. I mean, Bennett got you a shirt. You never might get Bonanza's shirt. So, look, the latest odds are literally Julen Lopetegui is the odds-on favourite currently. He could be taking charge of Sevilla for the last time on Wednesday evening tonight, and then they're looking to make a replacement with the Marseille manager, which means he'll become available without compensation, and Wolves could then make their move, and he could be announced as early, who knows, as early as Friday.
Very good.
And he could be watching in the stands at Stamford Bridge. But
sounds promising what he's done and what he ain't done. So.
Well, at the end of the day, with any managerial appointment, it's always a risk. You don't know how it's going to go.
Sure it is,
but he looks like he's the favourite. Carl Whitehouse has said he's the 3-1 favourite now, and he's coming a lot more and on that. So he looks like it could be him. We don't know for sure yet.
Okay.
But if it was him, you're going to get behind him, Dad?
Yeah, magic.
Going to get behind him.
A bit of magic.
So
we want a bit of magic and a bit of fight.
We've got a bit of fight. So whilst we're on, we've got another 5 minutes here. If you've got any questions for this man, let me know. If you're brand new on the channel, We're currently on 29,769, which is you can subscribe and get us up towards that 29,000, that 30,000. That'd be good. Before you ask any questions of Magic, there's one more request we've got to do for everyone, and this is this. Daddy, watch it. Present screen. We're going to do a Chrome tab. We're going to go on to there. So what we want you to do is vote for the Always Wolves podcast on the Football Content Awards for best podcast. You just go onto there, vote for Always Wolves. It comes up, scroll down to the bottom, click that. You don't even have to put your name in, and click vote now. And it'll be thank you for voting. And you can also vote for us on Instagram as well and Twitter. The details and the links are in the description below for the things.
Technology gets me.
Vote for us to win, because we want Wolves to
win.
Yeah. So if you can do that for us as well, and this for Magic Moss, because if we do win, if the podcast do win, we're dedicating it to our friend Bill, who passed away. The reason
he was a proper Wolves fan.
The reason
come all the way from, what was his name? Where did he wait?
Buxton.
Buxton, yeah.
He sat by us for 20 years.
Yeah.
And the reason we started the podcast is because he used to say Always Wolves to us at the end of every game. Yeah. And that's how the podcast got to be called Always Wolves, and now the channel.
He's a lovely chap.
And that's why we started it in his memory. So if you enjoy the content and you love Bill and and all of us, vote as many times as you can. We miss him, don't we?
We sure do.
He was a lovely man.
We're all lovely Wolves.
Absolutely. Darren says a lot of magic, a lot of fight. Your dad has been a Wolves fan. Yes, severe manager is what we're saying, Roger. He's now favourite. Absolutely fantastic. Dad, it doesn't really matter as long as we get someone in that can get this team working.
That's what he was just doing.
It doesn't matter whether he's Portuguese, whether he's Spanish, whether he's British, English.
It was about Australian, were they? Australian.
There was another guy who was in the contention. This is Celtic manager.
Oh, is he Celtic? Oh,
currently, yeah. And it doesn't matter as long as we get in someone that
gets a bit of go about them,
bit of passion,
bit of
know-how,
bit of organisation, David.
Organisation. Man management. If they connect with the fans.
If they ain't any good. I mean, Cody, how you kept the team together, Cody. I can't understand why you let him go. But
that's one of the reasons why I think Bruno's gone, because, at the end of the day, he's made these decisions. You make your bed.
Yeah. Right,
and you.
I mean, that chap was sent for 35 minutes. I can't understand why he sent him out from.
Well, I think that was a decision. Yeah. They didn't expect all these injuries, did they? Well, I mean, we don't know when Raul's back.
Well, of course, you can expect. Give him a manager. You should know he's going to get injured.
There should have been a recall option in both Cody and also
been a recall.
Fabio Silvers loan, but they didn't, did they? Look, Trudy says we all love Magic. Trudy loves you.
We all. Who's Trudy?
Trudy loves you.
Oh, well, we all love them all, David. I'm the Wolves fan. That's all matters.
Yeah. Where are you? By the way, before we go, because we've got a couple of minutes, where you're all watching from at the moment, and if you're watching this back, obviously leave in the comments. Do you agree with what Magic says? Because obviously this will be we were doing it live, but obviously people are watching post live. Where you all watching from, and any quick questions for him? What's your favourite all-time player, Dad?
Oh, there's many others, David. I used to like Johnny Hancock.
Derek
Dugan, people like him. I bet Derek Dugan, John Richards and all them, and Mike Bailey and all them. But, I mean, I like Billy Wright and all them sort of things. I used to watch Billy Wright and all them. And,
He's watching for Swanage in Dorset, Ivan's in Walsall, Katie's in Bloxwich. Christchurch in Dorset.
He was a character.
Corby, Shrewsbury. He's watching from Trudy's down in Cornwall, Dad.
Oh, very nice.
You'd have to go a bit of a way to see Trudy.
Very, very nice too.
So yeah, John Richards is a true gentleman. John Rose is Aid's in India.
Who?
Aid is from India.
Oh, India, very nice too.
Now, before we go, does anyone want a song from this man? They love you singing. If you want a song, put your thumbs up. Katie's in Wensfield. She's quite close, Katie.
Yeah, hello, Katie.
Banbury in Oxford is Paul Drummond, look, and everything. So if you do want a song, put the thumbs up or put the magic symbol on the screen and you can give him a song, eh, Dad?
Go on then.
What are you going to sing?
It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. But when Wolves are going to start winning again.
Is that it?
That's it. Oh, go on.
It's
been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. Oh, when I get home to you, I feel like I do. It's been a hard day's night. And Wolves are going to beat Chelsea 1-0.
Well, we'll settle for anything, won't we? There you go. Bit of harmonies there from me and Magic. Guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. A little bit of an update. Magic has said it. Passion, man management, organisation, structure, experience, bit of bottle, and connect with the fans. That's what you want.
Oh, yeah.
Julian Lopetegui is the favourite, but we'll wait and see. On this channel, when it breaks, we'll be talking about it. And I'm going to record Magic's opinions ahead of Chelsea for the Chelsea preview.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
so you'll be able to look out for him then. Yeah. As KFC says, always Wolves.
Always Wolves.
See you guys. Love to you and your families.
Yes, look after yourselves and everybody else.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye. Love ya.